can go around and here's our channel. You can see the quality of the content already being made. You can go around and like ask live questions of the viewers and like make an immersive experience that can, you know, be accessible to the whole community versus those that choose to come.
There you go. And I can be a part of it.
Yeah, of course.
With live beard art.
Oh yeah.
We'll make you like a little mobile bar station, you know, like it just straps and then goes out like from your waist, like a
No,
table.
like one of those drums.
Yeah. Oh, sweet. Yep. Like a
Get a drum kit, have certain kind of like having stations.
Oh, you're talking about like the drummers when they've got the whole setup. Yep. That's what I was thinking. Something like that. Yeah. And then you have
Well,
a
I mean,
bottle
like,
set up.
can concessionaires at a baseball game or something just have their tray?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Yeah, there's a lot of comparisons. Yeah, so this wouldn't be hard to put together. You know, there's definitely a precedent that we could follow.
Excellent. So I will be a walking, interactive piece of art.
With tea cocktails.
Oh, absolutely.
That reminds me, for Burning Man, something I always wish I'd had was like something like that, but with like, you know, your propane source and your fry pan, and then like a cooler off this side, and then maybe like a grease pan off the other side of my other leg, and I could just be constantly frying bacon and walking around serving bacon to people.
Oh my God.
Sounds like something that would be very easy to build into like a trailer that you could tow behind a bicycle.
Yeah, but no, I want more agility, you know, and I like doing Burning Man on foot anyway, so.
Yeah.
But really dangerous idea. I heard there was a guy that did do that, but yeah, the risk of like grease burns is really high.
Sounds like it. So I got my PT referral.
Oh yeah!
Woo! Let's see what's in this box. Elise,
Yes.
a package came for my mom, and they said that postage was due, and my mom paid it. And I told them that that's not true, and that she shouldn't do that, and that this post office is scamming us.
Yeah.
So, anyways.
So yeah, that's totally your post office. It's totally, man.
So how do I just go on to USPS? How did you find info to file?
Yeah, you have to go on to USPS website and file a complaint about your package. But it's kind of difficult because I did that for yours, and there was no follow-up on it. They just told me, yeah, it was delivered, it's fine. So like,
Okay.
I almost feel like you need to like document as much as possible, you know, all the interactions, what happened.
Okay.
Because they didn't believe me that the post worker charged you money.
Yeah, Sam said when I sent him a package that he had to pay money to receive it from the post office as well. So, okay, so here's my box. And I forgot that I ordered mala. A mala.
What is it?
Like a prayer necklace made of lava stones.
Ooh. Nice.
Yay. So that I can have something to focus my meditation practice on in the morning and be more accountable.
Great. I'm hearing feedback again.
Mm-hmm.
There, I guess it's
Is it me?
No, it wasn't you because I had like muted Sam and it went away. So.
Okay.
Wow.
It's not you.
It's gotta. I don't know why it's me. I'll go back to making sure to switch off my mic. Obnoxious.
Yay.
Oh,
Maybe I'll
Eric
keep
the
this
carrot.
box.
Come on, Eric the carrot. You can come.
Where's Joe? He
Oh,
doesn't show up till
Jeremy, your
later?
sister is saying hello. Your sister's on Twitch saying hello. She's listening while she drives. You're muted though, so if anyone wants to share
Wait,
anything
so
with her.
Eric's sister is telling you to tell him that she says hi through
No,
your screen?
Jeremy's sister. Jeremy's sister.
Oh.
Wait, which sister?
OG3.
Olivia? Was that her name? I don't remember.
Oh, yes, my faux sister.
Lizzie.
Oh,
Lizzie.
oh, my real sister.
Wait, so the person, the other person who came last week was not.
No.
No, she wasn't. It was kind of fun. Yeah, Olivia Welch, she wasn't.
She just has your same last name.
Yeah, and we're like one of the very, very few people in Terre Haute that actually have that name. So it's easier just to play along and say we're related.
Well, and it's just coincidence because you were speaking about your sister earlier in that session, so we just decided
Yeah.
She was cool though, really awesome that she came.
Yeah,
out
well,
with
I'm
us.
doing my best to convert her to a full tea drinker.
Hey, well, it's
Got
cool
her,
that she
got her
likes
hooked on the
matcha.
matcha, so that's a good start.
It's a great start. That's already
Yeah.
like an acquired taste in itself for tea.
Yeah. And then transition her to the more exotic, more elaborate teas.
Just give her some of that poo-poo.
No. She's not ready for that.
Oh, poo-poo. Well, that's sweet that your sister's hanging out with us.
Yeah.
Surprised my brother hasn't been hanging out with us. He's been like having a good time with his cryptocurrency. I guess the Shiba. He's been really excited about Shiba coin. I don't know if any of y'all are
Shiba
playing
coin?
Shiba, yeah.
I'm not familiar with Shiba coin.
I think it's a
go,
Doge
go
fork.
look at the but go look at the
We're
charts.
gonna look it up.
It's pretty crazy. What's been
Shiba
happening
coin.
with-
We're
with
looking it
Shiba
up.
over the past few days or past week or so.
Oh
Probably almost time
boy.
to get out.
Dogecoin killer. Here we go. Sheeb. Oh man.
Probably almost time to get out.
Dogecoin killer. Here we go. Sheeb.
Wait, who's watching our stream now? What happened?
Probably almost time to get out.
Dogecoin.
Oh, it's Jeremy.
So we've got quite a echo delay going.
Yeah.
Hello.
It's not me.
It's Jeremy. He must be watching the stream.
He's all, I need to say hi.
Oh, Mike is here. Mike is watching. He said they just donated £1 to India, or 1 billion to India. Shiba coin, is that what you're saying, Michael? Shiba coin just donated 1 billion to India? Like 1 billion coins, or?
Yeah.
I don't know. That sounds pretty cool.
No, it was the founder of Ethereum that donated $1 billion to India.
Oh, good. Good.
Or at least that's what I saw on Reddit.
Okay. Yeah, I heard about that
Which is-
too. But
And that's the best source of news ever.
yeah, Reddit's good. I like Reddit for news.
Especially if I need something to point my pitchfork at.
Oh wow. It's not mineable anymore.
Supposedly, there's gonna be some type of product release, because yeah, like kind of the utility of that blockchain hasn't really been established just yet. It's all just kind of speculative so far.
On the Ethereum chain, and it's not mineable. All the tokens have been dispensed. Cool. Cool.
Oh, it's Eric.
Eric,
We got the carrot.
Whoop, whoop, whoop,
All
whoop,
right.
whoop, whoop, whoop. He just frowns and shakes his head. No.
Yeah. I'm a serious carrot.
I mean,
Come on,
I
Eric.
think carrots tend to be pretty serious. Like, I don't know. I don't imagine carrots to be like. I know they're like full of sugar, but I find them to be quite serious.
It was working fine. We heard him.
Yeah, we heard you for a second, Eric. What happened? Oh, you don't have your headphones? No, we don't hear you. Nope.
Yeah, now you broke your microphone.
Uh-oh.
Eric, I'm drinking some of your tea.
Yeah. Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Can you hear me now? No.
Yes,
Oh,
we can.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, we can. Yes. That's a happy carrot.
Good. What tea are you drinking?
I am drinking the Nul Hongki.
Ooh, good stuff.
It is pretty good. Yeah.
I'll join you.
Quite sweet.
I'll join you.
Good idea.
Sweet.
How is everybody today?
Doing okay.
Chill vibes today?
Yeah, super chill. Super chill.
Almost like
Cool.
lo-fi vibes.
No.
That's how
vibe,
chill.
no.
So basic.
There was a.
You know, there's a new
Never
term for
mind.
it now. It's not basic anymore. The new insulting term to use to describe these types of things is chuggy.
Chewy?
Chuggy.
Chugi.
Chuggy, yeah.
What the fuck does that mean?
Look it up. Urban Dictionary. I have no idea what that means.
It's basically like a fancier word that the Gen Z is using to be even more insulting than calling someone basic.
Kids
Who are
these
these?
days.
Who are these kids? Children? You're talking about?
Well, I know this may shock you, but like the youngest millennials now are like almost 30 years old. So
Gosh, they're over, and Gen Z's over 18. Driving me insane. They can vote. Oh no.
Oh no.
Soon they're gonna be on our lawns.
Oh man, don't get me started on darn kids on my lawn. Mm-mm.
I know. I
Soon
feel
they're
like
gonna
I'm
have
way too
lawns of their
young
own.
to be saying
Oh,
these
no.
old people things about young people.
it's just a constant thing. I don't remember when I remember when millennials were like the young hot thing that like the marketers were trying to figure out. I didn't find millennials to be insulting to Gen Xers. I felt like millennials for the most part kind of looked up to Gen Xers. Like maybe they were older, but thought of them to be cool,
Yeah.
Yeah, we couldn't have been more wrong.
But now it's like the Gen Zers have it out for millennials. I don't know if it's a chip on their shoulder or something because they have been mislabeled as millennials. Because I think for the first 5 years, the marketers and the mass media still generalize millennials to be all young people, and it's no, millennials are they're graduated from college already. They're no longer the young,
Yeah.
lazy kids. That's Gen Zers now. So
But I think they still do that.
Yes, for sure.
Millennials is
Yeah.
just like the catch-all term for the young kids who are fucking everything up.
Well, I don't think millennials dislike Gen X, but most of us dislike boomers.
Yeah, but we didn't start
Yeah.
vocalizing that until like recently, I think.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right.
Now nobody likes boomers. Not even the boomers.
Right.
Yeah.
Oops.
Oh my goodness.
I do know that there's a big split between millennials and Generation X, Gen X. Oh, it's one of those. If someone refers to me as a millennial, it's like, okay, I'm glad you think I'm young, but don't ever call me that ever again. It's just there's a big split between those two groups.
There is. We talked about this before,
Yeah.
Jeremy. Remember that? Remember that conversation?
Well, so often now, like millennials is used as a derogatory term.
Mm-hmm.
As like
That's true.
silly kids, like is what you're saying when you call somebody a millennial.
Yeah.
And then now the real kids are using words like chuggy to like insult millennials too.
Which makes us resent them even more.
That shit's whack.
No, that shit's whack, yo.
Oh, Jim. Much love, Jim. Jim
Yeah.
on Twitch. We're here talking about baby boomers. I think Jim might be a baby boomer. We love you, Jim. You're a special kind of boomer. You know why? Because you're on Twitch and you're hanging out with us. So.
Mhm.
We're talking about those other boomers.
I'm not like those other boomers.
Oh my god, I can't believe that we're sitting here like advocating for ageism, but
Yeah.
I don't think we're advocating for ageism. I think we're just playing.
yeah,
We're commenting on ageism.
we're just bitter millennials that like wait no, except for Jeremy. Jeremy does not identify as a millennial.
No.
What are you? Gen X, I guess?
I'm Gen X.
I mean, you
You're
could be
Gen
whatever
Z.
you identify as.
That's true.
I don't know. I feel great.
But-
I'm the great generation.
I'd rather identify as a boomer than a millennial.
Eric, I'm from the great generation. Isn't that the one before boomers?
Yes, yes. My grandfather.
Oh no.
Oh, he was a
Yeah.
horrible person. He is a
Different.
horrible person, though.
Oh,
I hope he's not
Great
watching this.
Depression memes.
He won't watch it.
He's
I don't care what he thinks anyway.
Wow.
oh my gosh, Eric, you're funny.
I'm a little manic, sorry.
No, it's all good. I love the energy.
it's like, I'm into it.
That's a mania joke.
Yeah. I got it.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
Oh man. But I guess that does make sense, Eric. I mean, you have been described as a fuddy-duddy before, so.
Oh, yes. By my psychiatrist when I was about 14. He labeled me a fuddy-duddy. That was quite a realization to me. But, you know.
It's okay to be that way. Yeah, it's okay to identify as a different generation. But Jeremy, I think technically you do qualify as a millennial. Like, and we had this discussion before. But your identity is what's more important.
I guess
And there is a
millennials
big-
are.
It's a big divide. You know what I describe the divide as is if you like grew up with internet like from middle school. You know, because I think that's like your age of when you really start connecting.
Yeah.
So like if you went through like middle school and high school without internet, I think it's a very
Then you're what?
very
There's
different perspective.
what do they call those? Oregon trailers?
Ha!
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Call
the
them?
ones in between the
Yeah.
Zennials or Zillennials.
I call them Oregon trailers.
Because Granny
I was-
died of dysentery.
I was officially too young to play Oregon Trail, but I did play it. I was just not understanding it.
Oh man, I remember having Oregon Trail in like my 4th or 5th grade classroom.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, my brother played Oregon Trail all the time. I wonder if they have an app for that. Probably. I'm not even gonna download it.
Oh yeah.
I don't have any games on my phone. That's probably a good thing.
gotta get Candy Crush.
Oh gosh, no. Sounds atrocious. Is it a violent game?
I mean, if you consider, collecting gummy bears and crushing candy violence.
Crushing candy. It's finger on candy violence. It's
I mean, that Fruit Ninja was very violent.
So violent.
I mean, think about all those candy rights that are being violated.
I'm sure it's a metaphor. I'm sure there's some long origin story behind this.
Behind Candy
Candy
Crush.
Crush.
oh god.
Oh yeah, it's all about destruction and reward.
I
You're
like it.
rewarded for destroying things. Come on.
I love the idea that there's like a deep, like someone made a wiki, like 18 or 19 articles deep of just like the deep lore between the green gem and the blue gem, and I want it so badly. I hope that this is true. I'm gonna look for Candy
So
Crush
I'm looking
fanfiction
right now.
Candy Crush.
Hey, you can make it happen.
I could be
you
the
could
I
be
could be
that
the fan that makes
person.
the fiction. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Bitcoin, you
Oh
wanna
boy.
hang out with us?
Oh no,
Boy?
I'm on a weird part of the internet now. Okay, never mind.
You're like, oh, I'm not ready.
I
for
don't
that.
want to know.
Are you
Oh,
in some, like,
okay,
Candy
we're-
Crush forums?
Yeah, I
That
found a
must be a
fan
weird
fiction
place.
site, and we're gonna close the tab now, so that's fine. Any of you can Google it. It's fine. I'll let you
This
state
is
your own
fine.
curiosity.
This is
Yeah, I'll go Google it on Yahoo.
fine.
Yeah.
Go bing it on Google Yahoo.
Yeah. Yeah. Yahoo even around?
Sure. I think it's powered by Bing, actually. Yahoo.
Oh, really?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think if you do Yahoo
We'll
search,
see.
it's like by Bing.
Come on, come hang out with us.
Is that Bitcoin?
Yeah, Bitcoin, he was just napping. I'm like, you might as well be up here napping with us.
Yeah. If you scroll down
Yeah,
to the
you're
bottom
right.
of any Yahoo search, it says powered by Bing.
Yeah, you're right. Interesting. Almost
Oh,
interesting.
here's something topical. ECOSIA.org. I tried using this for a while. Ecosia. It's a search
Oh,
engine
yeah.
that plants trees.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about that. That's great.
I set it to be my default browser for a while. I had to switch back for work. But apparently I planted 1,246 trees. I searched a lot on the internet. Yeah, check it out. It's pretty cool.
And what kind of algorithm do you use?
They have all the answers to that on their FAQ.
Oh, I will do that in a few days when I find it.
At some
Sure.
point.
Do they tell you, like, which organization they partner with, and you can, like, know
Yes.
specifically?
Yes, they do.
Because that'd be a shame
Hi,
if you're,
Sam.
like, planning, like, invasive species without knowing. You know, we're just planting trees for the sake of planting trees. Putting eucalyptus everywhere, which is, like, one of the worst trees that you could be planting. But they look so beautiful and they smell so cool.
And the koalas like to eat them.
Yeah, because we have lots of koala problems.
Yeah.
It's
We're
like
just
when
we're
they-
just making space for koalas to come.
I don't know who did it, but like there's like a mongoose problem in Hawaii, and supposedly they brought the mongoose over to be predators for the rats, and they didn't look into the very fine print that says that mongooses are, what do you call it, not
You're
nocturnal, while rats are nocturnal. So it didn't really work. So then they got run over by mongooses, which had like no predators. The mongoose like wreak havoc everywhere.
Didn't something like that happen in New Zealand too? But they like successfully got rid of rats or something.
Oh, did it?
Mm.
That makes sense.
I heard somewhere that rabbits were brought to the U.S. and they reached the Pacific before Lewis and Clark, or before anybody.
Oh wow.
I don't know if that's true.
Well, it makes
Rumor.
sense. I mean, rabbits are pretty like.
Well, they breed like
fast.
rabbits.
They're pretty fast.
I don't know. I can run one over, but it's not. I'm sure Bitcoin could catch one.
No, he loves chasing them, but he's never caught one. We got a lot of rabbits here. He loves chasing after them. He knows that word. He's like, where's the
It's like,
Yeah,
We always use the B word around our dog.
da bunny?
Where's the bunny? You see the bunny?
We're not outside. Of course there's no bunnies.
Oh, poor boy. He's so tired. I don't know why he's so tired. I'm sure your dogs could catch some bunnies, Sam. Oh, he's not there.
They're all about it.
Yeah. Bitcoin has still yet to like develop a healthy relationship with those dogs, but it's happening, you know, it's baby steps.
Our dogs would love to be able to catch bunnies, but we don't let them chase them. Our dogs have gotten good at catching lizards, though.
Ugh. Do they like bring them back as presents, or is that only cats?
No, I mean generally once they catch them like in their mouth, and then the lizard's like wriggling around in their mouth, and they spit it out. But by then it dies.
No.
I really like wriggling used in a sentence. Wriggling around in their mouths. Ugh,
It's not used often enough.
no.
All right, Jim. Thanks for hanging out with us. Jim's got to get back to work.
Bye. I also really like the word scamper. Like the chipmunk
I scamper.
scampered.
See, scamper sounds too sensual for me. Too sexual.
You sexualize scamper?
It sounds sexual. The
What
word
is everyone
scamper.
else? What's the internal process that everyone else feels around that?
I don't
I
think there's,
What?
there's no
Like,
logic
like,
behind it.
Is this true?
I definitely don't know if I could scamper sexily.
Are my eyes deceiving me?
You're right.
Did a little scamper
It's
just
the
scamper
sound.
in?
Here's Laura just scampered on in.
She's got a refreshing beverage out in the sun. Wow, look at her.
Is that a real background?
Yeah, this is my dad's house in New Jersey.
Oh yay! You traveled successfully and have arrived safely.
And the sun came out.
Wonderful.
Okay. I made the mistake of coming outside. Can't actually see anything now.
Mm.
Ooh, Jeremy, I like the beard today. I mean, I like it every day, but
It's
I
very
like
Liddy.
lights.
It's Liddy.
It's Liddy. I like your
It's lit.
tail, Daniel.
Oh, thanks. It's attached to a cat, which is not me.
I figured. I'm a
Yeah.
little bit disappointed though. Be neat if you had a floating tail.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't. I mean, I can show her.
Aw.
Bye. Oh.
Bye.
Bye.
Don't like it when I do that.
Hi,
I
Eric.
could probably tilt the camera to get a better view. But I'll let it burn the mic a bit.
Kayla,
Hi.
I heard a dad joke today, and I thought of you. Weren't you requesting jokes?
Oh yeah, I was enjoying your jokes the last time, so keep them coming.
I heard a new one today. It was there are 3 guys on a boat. I'm gonna butcher it. There are 3 guys on a boat, and they all have a cigarette but no lighter. And so one guy jumps overboard, and now they are 1 cigarette lighter.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I don't think I told it right, but you get the gist. It's pretty bad.
I get it.
It's pretty bad.
I hate it, but I love it because that's what you do with dad jokes.
Yeah.
I don't
Botched
think you
dad
were
jokes tend to
here.
be even funny.
Bad ones or
Botched.
botched one.
Yeah.
Laura, I don't think you were here when I told my bad joke. I actually learned it from Alexa. We were like, Alexa, tell us jokes. And she was like, what did the tea plant say to the farmer after it gave it water? Much obliged.
Not a plan.
Much obliged. Wow.
It went there.
I have a favorite story joke that I don't know if it doesn't qualify. I don't think it's a dad joke, But I
Strapped
mean,
in,
basically, a small woman named Anne walked into the spice shop. She asked the guy there, I need a pound of thyme. A pound of thyme. So he has to go in the back. He takes out a big bag of thyme, puts it on a scale, starts weighing it out. Meanwhile, the owner of the store comes in and says, what are you doing? He says, thyme untied, weighed for Gnome Anne. Maybe that went over people's heads.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah.
Thyme untied, weighed for Gnome
I
Anne.
got it.
All right. I found mine, and I'm gonna read it so I don't butcher it. I found it.
Okay.
It's a frog walks into a bank and approaches the teller, whose nameplate says Patricia Whack, and he says, Miss Whack, I'd like to get a $50,000 loan to take a vacation. And Patty looks at the frog in disbelief and asks the name. Kermit Jagger. My father is Mick Jagger. It will be fine to authorize the loan. I know your manager. Patty, a little bewildered, explains that he will need to secure the loan with some collateral. And the frog says, sure, how about this? And Kermit produces a tiny porcelain elephant, about an inch tall, bright pink, perfectly formed. Very confused, Patty explains that she'll have to consult with the manager and disappears into a back office. Patty walks into the manager's office and proceeds to tell her, there's a frog here. His name is Kermit Jagger out there who claims to know you and wants to borrow $50K, and he wants to use this as collateral. And Patty holds up the tiny pink elephant and she says, like, what is this? What in the world is this? The bank manager looks back at her and says, it's a knick-knack, Patty Whack. Give the frog a loan. His old man's a rolling stone.
Laura's loving it.
That was so bad. It was good.
Oh.
The other day I went to the store and I bought like 10 mangoes, but I didn't tell Hannah. And she came, and then after work she went to the store and she bought 5 more mangoes. And now we're the couple from the math problem.
Oh.
Bitcoin's interested. He's really interested. He was like, I can help take some of those mangoes. I don't know math, but if you got
So, but I do know mangoes.
I mean, I've heard Elise likes mangoes too. Like, I don't think it's just Bitcoin.
Yeah. I also bought 5 mangoes yesterday, so.
Mango
There's a reason
time.
Bitcoin likes mangoes.
He loves mangoes, yeah. I got one. The husband's in the kitchen, cooking food, and his wife walks in to go to the fridge, and she knocks on the fridge before she opens it to grab something, and he says, why did you knock on the fridge before you opened it? And she says, oh, well, there might have been a salad dressing.
I like that one a lot.
I do like
Thank
that.
you.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That was on TikTok this morning. I saw. I wish I could give credit to who made that, but that was silly. So yeah, she makes a bunch of dad jokes. There's a lot of dad jokes on TikTok. There's one guy in particular. I think his handle is like Fit Dad. He's like a fitness instructor. Oh, Doge. Bitcoin, look at your friend.
Oh.
Your friend. Oh.
Sweet friend.
Blind dog, I think it says. There's my dog. She's blind. Sorry, Elise. Interrupted you with the dog
She's sweet.
video. Yeah. There's Molly.
But yeah, Fit Dad, he always shares about telling jokes to his son, and his son always says the punchline much better than the original punchline that he wanted. And the dad always says, "No, dummy." It's just kind of funny. Cause that's like the heart of a dad joke, right? Like they're so proud of their cheesy punchlines.
Yeah, that's
That's true.
That's what makes a dad joke, really.
No dummy.
Overconfidence.
Laura, how much longer are you on vacay?
I get back. Oh hi. I get back on the week of the 24th. Basically.
Nice.
So another week. Yeah. It's hard. I have a lot of family and 5 nieces and nephews. and so it's like it. Yeah, it always feels like a lot to squeeze
Yep.
into a couple weeks.
Do you have a lot of cousins too?
I do, but they're not here.
Okay, yeah.
I just have a big immediate family, like step siblings, half siblings, a full brother who you guys have met, Dave,
Yeah.
who's sometimes on here. Yeah.
I had a lot of cousins and aunts and uncles in past weekend. And first cousins once removed, so my cousin's kids. My grandmother turned 95, and it was
Wow.
like 8 hours a day with family for 5 days straight. It was crazy.
It's so great. It is great though.
They got me cross stitching.
That's awesome.
Good. That's a good practice.
I mean, all the cool kids were doing it.
That's pretty awesome. That sounds like a lot of fun. We were doing some like really standard macrame with my niece and nephews. Niece and nephew.
well, it's good that they got you in the cross stitch because you know something like crocheting is so chuggy. Like you wouldn't want to be doing that.
Stop trying to make chuggy happen.
It already happened.
Wait, what's the word?
Chuggy.
Laura works with kids and she doesn't know chuggy. Chuggy's not happening.
Wait, but Laura,
How you spell it?
It's like Cheugy.
Okay.
But it's like it's Gen Zers. Laura works with the.
I'll ask some of the Zoomers I know.
Yeah, they'll know the word.
Huh.
It's like an insulting word though. It's like it's like basic. It's you know.
Oh.
But it's like
okay.
even
Oh,
more like insulting.
Here's Hillary Duff using it on Yahoo News. Okay, it must be real.
Hey, I'm just like trying to keep you all aware. So if you
Wait,
figure
Hillary
out
Duff
the
is
word-
not a Zoomer though.
She's not.
She's
pretty
like my
chuggy.
age. Yeah, she's like in her 30s, I think.
Everything
He's
that like
33.
I've seen people describe Chuggy to be is like exactly Hillary Duff.
Whoa.
Got it.
Okay, that makes
Oh,
sense.
okay. Wait a minute.
Hillary Duff basically just wishes she was Hannah Montana, right?
We have Wikipedia.
The different people.
An internet
Different.
neologism coined in 2013. Wow.
I have to take off. Yeah,
Okay.
It looks so beautiful, Jeremy. Thank you.
Yeah, Jeremy, I hope you have a great
Make sure you get a running start before you try and take up.
We'll see you next week. And hey, Jeremy, we got to get in touch about arranging your trip. It's coming up.
Yeah, I'll try and make sure I'll be there Monday night.
Where are you going?
Oh no, going out to the expo.
It's in Vegas. The World Tea Expo is in Vegas now.
Whoa. Next
End
week.
of June. End of June.
Oh.
Yeah.
But we have
Still got to start
we have
planning.
things to plan.
Yeah.
People to shame.
Jeremy.
Cool.
No shaming. Like this is gonna be an inclusive, great opportunity. Just need them to realize it.
So upstage. Is that the safe way of saying shaming now? We will upstage them. That's good enough, right?
I guess I like focus on the positives. Yep, there we go.
Yes. All right. All right. Well, I'll see you guys next week.
Bye, Jeremy.
No.
We don't need to make you feel bad. We just need you to know that we're better than you.
Oh my god. Yeah.
It's the last weekend of June or the second to last?
It's the last 3 days of June. It's not a weekend. It's
It's
during
weekdays.
the week. But I will be hosting an event the last weekend of June, like before. So people like Jeremy that are coming can come early, and I'm gonna be doing the Chinaware sale because I've got like a shit ton of my friend's beautiful Chinaware here that we're gonna put out on display, and he's gonna do like a fire sale.
Whoa, cool. Just in person, not online.
It'll be online too. So like I will be live streaming the event.
But to purchase online?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. You know, and so this is what's hard about selling this stuff. So like my friend started this business, really beautiful Chinaware, custom made, custom designed Chinaware for the like banquet halls on the strip for, you know, like the Michelin star chefs.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, his partners in Asia decided to shut down pretty much at the beginning of the pandemic, and so he had just opened this showroom with all the samples on display of what to see, like beautiful pieces, and like he's selling like a plate for like $500. Like, is that kind
Wow.
of like gold, beautiful handmade Chinaware? And he has all the samples that he had to move out of his showroom, and they're just sitting in his garage. And he was like, I gotta sell this, but like I can't go to a restaurant and sell it because I don't even have full sets. Like, he doesn't even have like a full set
Right.
for a table. It's just like one-off things. And so he's like, you know, I wanna like I could just throw these out, but like I just like want them to go to a home that will like actually appreciate them. And so that's what we're gonna do. Like, people can come in if there's like a piece that really connects with them, and then they can have it. You know, you're not going to come here looking for your full set of china. It's just like one-off pieces that you connect with. But he's going to be selling them like $10 to $20 a piece. They'll be like really cheap.
Wow.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah. So like I
That's
want to
wild.
like let people online, you know, get a peek. So I'll be streaming it. It'll be kind of like QVC style, where, you know, we'll like introduce a piece at a time, and then people can just order right there. Like, I can just email the invoice. Like, I don't want to put the time into like taking photos and making a website and listing all the products, because that's just like too much for what we're trying to do. But like, yeah, we're live streaming right now. You like this plate? You want it? You comment? You want it? Okay, we'll send you the invoice through your email right now. Like, you know,
For one easy payment of $9.99.
Yeah, something like that. Yep.
Wow. Cool.
You'll get one, but not just one, but two. I remember those commercials, those infomercials.
But wait, there's more.
We'll throw in a spoon.
But there's quite a few beautiful tea wares. He has like gaiwans and teapots. He had a booth next to me at the last World Tea Expo. I don't know, Eric, if you remember looking through their stuff.
Don't remember either of those expos very well,
Okay.
because I was obviously doped up on Xanax. I'll just say it. No, too much.
Oh yeah, dude, I like the way you party.
Yeah, not for funsies, I'm guessing.
No.
Yeah. Just clarifying for the people at home that might or may not be watching.
Oh yeah. It was prescribed, and a little too heavily too. I'm falling asleep all over the place, and Elise can attest to that.
Oh, I just remember from the year before. I remember that. He fell asleep in the middle of this rowdy party.
Several rowdy parties.
Whoa.
It was great. It was a good marketing angle, because you could be like, see, look, tea doesn't like keep you wired and up all night. Look at this guy. He drinks tea all day. And he's sleeping.
He's so cute.
I assume you're talking about Bitcoin. Yeah. I don't know if you're talking about Sam or me.
You're all so cute. We're all so cute.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
I was talking about our topies, actually.
Oh,
Hmm.
They are so
Never mind.
cute.
never
What
mind.
are they called? Topies?
Yeah, our little topies.
Mm.
Is that what this creature is? This
Yeah,
lump
it's a
with
topi.
a head?
Yeah.
Mm. You need to have a plant version where it's a topiary. I think that would be nice.
There is a topiary world.
Oh really?
Of course there-
Yeah, it's
Of
really
course.
well
They're
done.
way ahead of me. They're way
Of
ahead of
course.
me. It smells so good. I've started enjoying the smell of tea much more than the tea itself. Not more, but more so now.
Great.
Yeah. I mean, I can't really discern any scent, any type of smell. It just smells good. A little chocolatey.
One of my tea friends here in Vegas, who's a very good tea taster, very good tea student, he has anosmia.
Oh, that's very interesting.
What's that?
It's when you can't smell.
Oh, I know someone who was born with that too.
Mm-hmm.
My mom
It's literally
actually.
called
Oh,
anosmia. Wow.
Yeah. It's
my
called-
mom hit her head and she can't smell anymore.
Yep, that happens. Yep. So
Yeah.
she's got anosmia.
Wow.
Hmm.
But I thought that, I mean, that sucks because isn't like most of our senses of like flavor and taste actually come from our nose?
Yes.
I think so.
I heard that too.
So you've
Aroma.
gotta,
That's
like,
what aroma is.
you've got to like overcompensate on the other senses. That's why, like, I'm always amazed, you know, that you're such a great taster because, yeah, the aromatics are such an important part of tasting tea.
Hmm. Yeah, it's not all smell. We gotta remind ourselves that sometimes. I do, anyway.
Hey,
Oh,
Laura, I wanna
boy.
I like
show
the
you-
lo-fi today.
Yeah, we're in the lo-fi room. A little bit
I mean, I
cheeky,
like it.
but it's okay.
It's what?
Sorry, I know you.
It's a little bit. It's chuggy. Like it rhymes with. It's chuggy. Like
Rhymes with loogie.
phonetically, it's OOGI. Chuggy.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Even the dog is upset with that word.
There's a school that's like kitty corner to the edge of this backyard, and
Kitty corner?
kitty cornered. Yeah,
Oh, school. Because okay.
it's a school.
So
Yeah.
we should definitely put all
She-
those little kids onto Elisa's stream.
She barks at. It's super far away. It's like all the way out, but she hears the kids and like smells them, I guess, and gets.
She definitely doesn't see them.
No, she didn't see him.
Can I show you guys a thing I got in the mail this week?
No.
No, okay.
Yeah, no, please, no, I don't want to ruin it for
See,
everybody
I
else.
want to
please.
see. Daniel, don't look.
Okay.
Oh! It's the. Yeah, I know what that is.
It's the Venus of Willendorf, and it's
Yeah.
an enamel pin.
Nice.
Vameldorf?
I don't know how to say it correctly.
I don't either.
It looks like it is spelled as though it is Willendorf.
What is it?
Scottish?
No, like
No.
Europe, France, I think is where it was
German or
found.
French, I think.
So
Oh,
it's
is
one
it?
of the most
Yeah, okay.
ancient, one of the very first sculptures made by humans, and it represents like the earth goddess. And there were lots and lots of these, but this is one of the most famous ones.
Cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
And it's
Wow.
one of my
Austria.
favorite pieces of art. Oh,
Oh, no, that's where it is.
Austria.
That's where it is.
And is it Willendorf or is it spelled differently?
It's spelled with a W, so Willendorf.
Willendorf.
Willendorf,
Okay.
yeah.
Cool. Today I
No,
learned.
it's in Austria, but it's not. I don't know where it's found.
Sure. Stop.
Yeah, Lower Austria. It was found.
Cool.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of buttons and pins. I've been collecting them, and I want to get a sash, like I'm a Girl Scout, you know? But none of them are like, I've accomplished things. It's just like, I like this.
Your pieces
Yeah.
of
I
fun.
have accomplished the acquisition of this thing.
Yeah. Laura, I want to show you. Last week we talked about me drawing Jeremy on Procreate each week, and I do a sketch today. It's
Charlotte's
Charlotte.
here!
Charlotte's
Procreate.
Hi,
Yay!
Charlotte.
Hello.
Procreate is digital art app on the iPad. Yeah. Welcome back.
2 words.
Hey,
You got some tea, it looks like,
I do actually have tea. Yes.
and a tea bag. Seeing the tea bag.
It's just peppermint.
It's not tea.
It's true. It's not tea. It's a tisane.
Oh, good. Thank you for acknowledging that. It means a lot to us. It really does. People think it's weird. I was watching like a Twitch streamer one time out of Australia, and he had this like really crowded room. There was like 300 people in there, and he had called his his mug, he said, "Oh, this is not tea. This is an herbal infusion." And I was just so giddy. And I commented, out of all the people, when he noticed it, he was like, "Oh, that's funny, Tila. You must know." He said that like one of his friends had started studying tea and was becoming very sensitive about how there's a difference between tea and tea setting, herbal infusion. Bitcoin, are you hot? Do you want to drink some water?
That's definitely one thing that I like have. When I first started serving tea, I was much more proactive about that education of what is and is not tea, and I've slowly but surely become more and more lax about it because I realized I was just coming off as a pretentious asshole.
It's a losing battle.
You're the Lisa Simpson of tea.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's hard though. I get it. Like I don't fight hard on that one. But there are other ones that I do, especially people that like claim to be experts. I'm really sensitive.
Yeah, I mean that's a different story, and like usually like I correct people if they call me a tea master.
Yes, that's a good one.
But unless somebody's like really interested unless I feel like somebody's interested in learning about tea, I don't really like correct the herbal tea
Well,
comments.
do you connect black tea and Hong Cha?
Oh, definitely.
I feel that's a losing battle as well. I mean, what's really a losing battle is saying oolong is W-U, not O-O.
Well, does puer have an H on the end of it?
No, of course not. Is it shoe or show?
You were telling me the one time, Eric, that there is a difference.
There is a difference.
What is the difference on that one in
So-
particular?
So apart from just meaning different things,
Yeah.
People in Yunnan, I'm told, use the word shu, whereas the more educational part of tea uses shou. Now, I don't know if that's true. Several people have told me that.
But what about the difference in the product itself? Because you were trying to tell me one time
Oh, right.
that they're completely different teas.
No, there are different meanings, and shu
Oh,
versus shou, just one word sounds better, one works better. I'm trying to find that.
So what do you say, Eric? Show or shoe?
Shu.
Because he's from Yunnan, so he has to.
Oh yeah, there's a good article in Tea Guardian. It talks about it.
Okay, Elise, you?
I say either. I interchange all of them, including
Hmm.
adding an H or not having an H.
Sam?
I mean, I basically use the H whether if the H is gonna piss somebody off, then I definitely use it.
Petty.
And yeah, I typically use shoe because it was introduced to me as like shoe poo, which smells like the inside of a shoe
Rude.
because it's got like that funky fermentedness to
It
it.
actually does the inside of a shoe. Not my shoe, but most.
Yeah. So, but I mean, we can also thank Chris Caballero for that one.
Mm.
He definitely imprinted that on me.
Wait, Eric, what do your shoes smell like?
I don't have a foot smell. I mean, people have said, "Oh, your feet smell like nothing."
Even
or my
after, like
shoes.
a long hot day walking around.
My feet are always cold, so maybe that's the reason.
Oh, interesting.
You've received this feedback that your feet do not smell. People. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there was a session with a few of my cousins. This show how crazy this family is. Where we were all talking about body odor, and shoes came up. So we all sniffed each other's shoes, and it was really not a good time.
That's unusual.
Family bonding.
I'm really big on smelling my friend's armpits.
Yeah.
Talking about being weird, Eric. I don't think smelling shoes super weird.
I don't think
Is
I've
it
ever.
weird? Is that unusual?
Let me smell you. Come here.
Yeah, I think odor has a lot to do with connection for me. So
Kayla, you and me both. One
yeah,
day I'll get
we're
to
gonna
smell you,
each
Kayla.
other when we see.
I can't wait.
It's gonna be awesome.
Oh, it's gonna be so epic.
We'll go to Meow Wolf and we'll smell each other, and
Yes.
then we'll eat tacos or something.
Yes.
Like, it'll be so cool.
Are you going to the tea? It's not a word. It's what is it?
Expo?
Emporium.
Expo?
Yeah, Expo.
I don't have plans to, but I kind of don't have plans for anything right now. So
Come to Vegas
We'll
during
see.
that time.
That week is super packed for me from the end of June through like the 4th of July weekend. It's like one thing after another. But I do want to come to Vegas, and I want to go to Meow Wolf, and I want to smell you, Kayla. And I want to smell all the things.
smell all the things.
Smell all the things and look at all the stuff. I'm going to there's like a similar, not that big, but a similar smaller art install in Philly. I'm gonna check out. That's relatively new. What's it called? Wonder Spaces, I think.
Nice.
No, but you want to come say hi? I'm on virtual space with my friends. Just come wave. This is my sister Amy. Here, say hi.
Hello, Amy.
Hi.
What's up?
Hello.
I got to unplug and replug back. Showing my whole famtopia.
That's great.
Cool.
This is becoming quite the family ordeal. We got Jeremy's sister here. Your sister.
Charlotte, you're Jeremy's sister.
No.
No.
Oh,
No,
That
Where-
was earlier today.
it was
Uh-oh.
yeah, and last week, but it was
So that was
like,
not Jeremy's sister.
Not-
that was
not
just
real-
the other,
real
the
blood
other
sister,
Welch
but-
in Terre Haute.
yeah. That was it's easier to just say we're related, sister.
funny.
Well, at least they get that and not like assumed that they're married.
Right.
But that happens.
That's bad.
With my
It's
brother.
awkward, yeah.
Everybody in the tea industry, like when they meet us and they see our names or they do research on us and see, oh, they both have the last same name, they like assume that we're married. And it's like, no, that's my brother. No. Nope.
I stopped dancing.
You got tired.
Why?
It's getting hot out
I don't
here.
know. There we go.
I
I
don't
think
remember
it just
that
stops.
I think my tea's dead. I might have to get a new one.
How many steeps
No.
did you get?
Hmm?
How many steeps did you get?
6? I normally get 8. I'll push it.
Push it.
Push it to the
Really
limit.
good.
What are you on?
I think I'm on the 4th. Yeah, you're drinking a lot faster than me.
I'm a heavy drinker.
Eric has never had alcohol before.
I forgot I steeped. Or I was gonna
Let's
steep.
talk about kombucha, in which Elise is responsible for me drinking kombucha.
Yeah, you were off the handle that day. That was a fun day. That was the day that you beat me at that stupid game, huh?
Yeah, it's not stupid. It's a good game, but I mean, I'm on a winning streak. I've only played twice though. So.
But if you win both times, then it's a winning streak.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it is.
Undefeated.
Undefeated, that's a better term.
Yeah. I'm gonna log off. I'm glad I got to meet y'all for a minute. It's been a while.
Yay!
We're gonna have some waffles for dinner.
Oh, yum. That's a good
Yum.
idea.
What are you gonna put on it?
We got blueberries. I got chocolate almond butter. We got
Bananas?
strawberries. No boysenberries, which I
Fried
just
chicken?
found out are a real thing.
Yeah, chicken.
Fried chicken. Fried chicken.
Chicken.
That's like a southern thing. We're like outside of Philly, not that.
It's a
far south.
California thing. I'll have you know. It's from
Wait,
It
we're
Oakland.
is?
outside of Philly.
It's from
Chicken and
Oakland.
waffles.
Yes. Chicken and waffles from Oakland.
interesting. I thought it was a thing of the South because my ex, who's from all over down south, always gets it when we were down there.
I could be wrong.
I mean, hey, I believe you. I believe you.
I mean, I thought
Is that where you are, Charlotte? You're in Oakland?
I'm from Mountain View, which is outside of San Francisco. So we're pretty close. Yeah.
Yeah, I know Mountain View. Cool.
Wait, Laura, where? Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead, Charlie.
I was just going to say I could have sworn chicken and waffles are from Oakland, but go ahead, Daniel.
It could be.
I just wanted to know what part of Philly you're from, because I used to live in Villanova, which is not really Philly. It's like Philly, right?
The Jersey side, Camden County.
Oh, okay. Got it. Cool.
So not Philly actually, but you know.
Yeah, I mean we all call it
Jersey.
Philly, but like
Well, it's either New York or Philly. Like you're not really from Jersey.
Right.
You're either from the shore.
Nobody really wants to be
area
from
or Philly
Jersey, let's be
area.
honest.
Yeah, exactly. We don't really exist. So, Gym Tan Laundry, you know?
Yeah.
I had an internship in Mountain View. There for a summer. It sucked.
Mountain View's not interesting. It's not a wonderful, happy, fun place. Goodbye, Laura.
Say bye to
Miss you guys.
Bye.
Yeah, I thought chicken and waffles came from Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles in Hollywood.
It didn't come from any of that. I just looked it up. It's from the Pennsylvania Dutch, like 1600s. But their version sounds phenomenal. They used a plain waffle, so no sugar. They put stewed chicken on it and covered it with gravy.
Oh, yum.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, that sounds amazing. Sounds way better than what we do.
I made like a spicy version a couple weeks ago. It was like cornbread waffles with jalapeno inside.
A cornbread waffle with jalapeno. That's tremendous.
I like it.
It was so good. And honey chipotle chicken, like fried or baked oven.
Sure.
Like mixed. It was phenomenal. It was one of the best things I've ever made.
You said
I did not get enough praise from the
It was a
people who
waffle.
ate it. It was a waffle sandwich because they were little tiny. They have this waffle maker at Target right now that's $10, and it's like one single serve size waffle, which is kind of it's hard to like make a bunch of them, but
sure.
Finger waffles, is that what you said?
No, thinner waffles, like sandwich bread size, I guess. Because when I think of a waffle, they're usually like kind of thick. Like I think, why am I looking behind me? I can't see my waffle maker from here. But like
Daniel, look out! Your waffle maker is sneaking up on you.
God, there it is. No.
Waffle maker.
If I were to make waffles with my current waffle maker, they would be too thick for a sandwich.
It was borderline too thick, yeah. Like just having an open face sandwich was the better idea.
Got it.
But then there's less waffle than chicken.
Cornmeal and jalapenos, that sounds really good. That's a really good combo.
It was like one of the best things I've ever made. So
I like it. Good job.
I'm trying to like appreciate it enough myself, but yeah.
Here's some words of affirmation. You did a good job. Good job.
Thanks. That's all I need. I'm an anxious personality type, and it really helps to have words of affirmation like all the time. But also I'm working on it so that it's not a persistent every moment thing.
Charlotte, earlier today we were talking about how when one of the things that Kayla does really well is makes it very clear how to love her, right?
Mm-hmm.
And says like, these are the things that I need from you, and these are the things that I. Oh, maybe why am I talking on her behalf? Kayla, can you please explain this? I don't want to.
You did great. Yeah, I just expressed my needs and my boundaries as clearly as possible.
Thank you. That's way better.
So that people can like respond accordingly if they desire, and if they don't, then I can choose to interact with them or not. So
I have to step out for a few minutes. I'll come back though. Probably can't imagine I'll be gone long.
Okay.
Good luck. Be safe.
And Vicious, hello. And Vicious on Twitch said hello. They said something. They look the same, twins. That was
What?
like 8 minutes ago. What were we talking about? Something where things look the same? I'm trying to understand that reference.
Was it about the siblings? Maybe.
Oh yeah.
I look like somebody?
Maybe Laura and her sister?
Maybe.
That would really surprise me.
Yeah, that's probably it.
That's the only reference point I.
Oh yeah. She
that's
did look like her
probably what it
sister.
was.
They were twinsies. I would give it a twinsies, not a twin, a twinsies.
Twinsies.
That's cute.
Is there a
That's
difference?
so
That's cute.
A huge difference, yeah.
I'm moving because I sit on this little stool out here with like
Yeah.
a crappy pillow on it, and after a while I have to like get up.
I need to invest in a better chair. I spend so much time in this office chair.
I know.
Nice
It's,
to see
it's
the
been a
office
year
chair.
of sitting.
I had to put a
Reclining
pillow
gaming
behind
bad.
me.
chairs I've seen where your like monitor is like the chair has like something that goes over you and it holds your monitor
Oh, yeah.
here and you can like
Yeah.
recline all the way back and
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like gyroscoping, and then like you got like 3 like screens, and you've got like a chair that like reclines back, and you can. It's like you get into this contraption, and it looks like something that you would, I don't know, like do some kind of like astronaut exam in, right, to see if you can handle G forces. And I know exactly what you're talking about with the rails and everything. Yeah,
you should get one of those.
I want one. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean,
You're
I don't
making
have
me
6
think
grand.
of the boss in Grandma's Boy. When he's like in his office that's got the like matrix numbers everywhere and he's blasting this really loud music and he's so absurd. He's the best.
When did you last see that movie?
It's been a long time.
Wow, you have an excellent memory. I don't remember a thing from Grandma's Boy.
He's all like in the hallway with his trench coat, like, and then someone talks to him and he's like, how did they see me? Like,
I
just can't forget how funny that was.
Okay. I just don't remember any of it. I have it. I own a copy of it, so I'm pretty sure I've seen it. I just don't remember any of it.
I think if I watched it now, I might have a different response to it. It's Giggle Dragon!
Oh,
Hello.
what up?
What's
Hi,
up?
Dragon.
oh, dragon.
Have you watched Grandma's Boy recently?
Have I?
Yeah.
Yes.
I have not. What a strong intro question. I had no idea.
That was just bringing you up to speed. I was like quoting it a second ago.
Oh, okay. You guys watch Archer at all by chance? This is more.
I
Not
haven't
a long
seen
time.
the past couple seasons.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm pretty behind, but I've seen enough to know that it's pretty great. I think. Yeah.
No, it's wonderful.
H. John Benjamin is a treasure. And we should
Yes.
celebrate him.
Yes.
So is Jessica, who's just passed not too long ago. So.
Yes, Jessica Walters feels bad now.
Walters, yeah. I can never remember if it's Walters or Waters, but you're right, it's Walters. So that's why I didn't say her last name.
Wait, now I'm second guessing myself. It is Walters, right? It's not.
I think so.
I was like, you know her personally. You're like, oh, Jessica
no.
just.
Oh,
No,
no,
I just
Miss
can't
Walters.
remember her last name. I didn't. I know it's
Yeah.
rude to do that.
I
Yeah.
forgot that she had died until this conversation. Now I'm sad again. Okay.
Charlotte laughs.
I'm sorry. Yes, she's still dead. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Eric, what were you showing us? Your tea?
Oh, I'm about to drink Amba Estate OP1.
Okay, yeah, it's a good tea.
I have not had a Ceylon tea in years. I'm talking like 10 years maybe.
Wow,
It's a big step for me.
It's a nice tea. You know, Ceylon is one of those words that we're like retiring
Yeah,
to decolonize teas. So
you're right. Sri Lankan.
yeah,
Sorry.
Oh.
Anytime.
needed, but you know, it's part of the education. Yeah, Charlotte, there's kind of a movement among you know, the businesses in our network, and not just businesses, but just even tea lovers and bloggers, trying to decolonize tea. And so we're not trying to shame anybody, but just letting people know.
Yeah, we got to start somewhere. Get rid of the colonization.
Absolutely.
I think the first step was to get rid of the colonization, which I think happened. Not probably not. Get rid of cricket. That's the first step.
Cricket,
Yeah,
like
cricket
game.
game.
Oh, the game. Oh, jeez. I was like, the insect? A person? Jiminy? What? Who kind of?
You into Jiminy, I love it.
I have no idea how to steep this tea. I'm just gonna guess.
You know, I think you'll figure it out.
Yeah.
It's not like too harsh of a tea, unless you like put too much in the guy one and steep it for a long time, it'll come out fine.
Yeah. I'll get to it. I got an ounce here.
I think I'm on the last one for my puer here. It's like, yeah, it's getting real pale.
Oh, last teeth.
Last teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's no longer dark.
How long have you been steeping it? How many?
Like this whole time that we've been together, so 2 hours, and I don't know how many times that's been. I tend to drink it kind of quickly, so.
So maybe 15 plus? I don't know.
I would guess closer to like 8, which is kind of a low number, I think, for this tea. No? Okay.
Depends what kind of puer. I
It's
mean,
the Shao family.
okay.
I don't know if that.
The Lee family. Yeah, it's
Sorry,
just
Lee.
like it's just a small batch.
Okay.
Shoepuer.
Oh, so it's one of Elise's?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, she would know. She would know. More than me. I'm not a big puer fan.
You just like the Heicha. The OG shit.
What does that mean, OG?
Original gangsta.
Okay.
Yeah, original gangster.
You get it, OG.
I just like imagine you and Jiminy Cricket over there like doing a bunch of OG shit together.
Being good consciences
Yeah.
for decades.
Yeah,
I would say
yeah,
Jiminy
I
Cricket's
think
OG. Yeah.
He's OG. Hell yeah.
So I'm a white girl. I don't really get an opinion, but yes, I think he's OG.
Right.
Are there any-
I haven't thought about Jiminy Cricket since you said that, and then since you said that, I'm just like imagining Eric hanging out with Jiminy Cricket, and I think that like that's a really good match. You guys would be like really good pals together.
You Photoshop me into that group of you in Vancouver. You got to Photoshop me, Jiminy Cricket, next to me in that window.
It's great.
Yeah.
Who's orange?
You know, you're talking about Grandma's Boy earlier. I've never seen the movie, but like, there's this trend going around on TikTok right now where they ask people to list off the movies that if guys say it's their favorite movie, it's a red flag. Like which movies are.
And that's one of them, huh?
Oh no.
And I imagine that's one of them.
I believe that, yeah. That's why I was saying if I watched it now, I would probably be like, this is horrible.
Oh no.
But like, there are some, like, I was just thinking of another joke where the dude's like, oh, we got it. They work in a video game building office, right? And he's like, we have a new game in the break room and it's Dance Dance Revolution. And he acts like, oh, I don't know how to play this. Like, and they're doing a bet. And then he gets up there and he's like, going all crazy and he totally kills it. And it's very, very funny. And then the grandma's like, oh, I saw this flower vase in your room and it was just so dirty. So I cleaned it out and it's a bong.
Oh god.
It's a bong, yes.
And she like puts flowers in.
Yeah. At least extremely important. Extremely important. I need to know some of these other red flag movies, please.
Also, I cannot say the
Me too.
Yeah, so there's a pretty strong consensus. I haven't heard Grandma Boy being said, but like anything Quentin Tarantino.
Oh geez. Okay.
Natural Born Killers.
All right. Okay.
Ace Ventura.
We're okay.
I don't know. That's
Yes.
like,
That's a horrible movie.
That's pretty wholesome.
Have you seen the end of it and thought of it from a trans perspective?
Yeah.
It's fucking awful. It's one of the worst things that ever come out in American. It's very transphobic. It's gee.
Yeah, I don't remember the movie. I just remember, a Jim Carrey.
He's a skilled and funny man.
So.
Yeah.
So.
I haven't watched it since I was probably in middle school or something. So. Yeah.
Okay, but do I have to explain it? Because I can tell
you.
You
don't have to. No.
Okay.
I mean, you can, but you don't have to. Of course not. Okay. No. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I remember. I'm remembering the end now. I don't know. I was a little kid back then. I watched it again as an adult, like in college, and I was like, oh, that's what that meant. Because when I was a kid, I totally did not understand.
Yeah. I know.
That was. Yeah, so someone said Revenge of the Nerds, and I would never claim that's my favorite movie, but like, I like that movie.
It's a fun movie, but is it anybody's favorite?
Does
guess that is
it
a
get
red
into
flag
the
if someone
category
says that
of
that's
favorite?
their favorite. Maybe
I mean, it's
means-
probably not even the best party. It's not even close to the best party at college movie, right? That's got to be Animal House.
Yeah.
I would think, at least in my lifetime. That could be somebody's favorite, maybe.
I've never seen Animal House, but yeah, a lot of people really like that one.
Yeah.
I've
So
seen
if I
the
say-
actual Animal House in Eugene, but
What is that?
at least it's like I think the house where they filmed it is what I was told.
Oh,
I don't know
cool.
if that's accurate,
That's pretty cool.
but that's kind of how the Eugene vibe is. That whole it's like Grateful Dead or frat house.
Mm-hmm.
What were you gonna say, Daniel?
Oh, I was just wondering if I'm safe with The Big Lebowski.
Oh yeah, that's
Because-
been listed as one of them. Yep.
Oh
Yeah, it's a good
no! Should I go get my bobblehead? Or
I definitely remember one girl listing
Hold on.
that as one of the red flag movies.
I mean, maybe I don't want to date her anyway, so it's fine. But I'm looking for the red flags, and maybe I don't see them, so I don't know.
They're very visible.
Maybe because it glorifies the dude, you know, which
Mhm.
some women that are like, because these are like red flags of like men you're gonna potentially date, you know. So
Sure.
it's like they don't want to date the dude. Like, who wants to date
Okay.
the dude?
All right. Well, the dude's misunderstood, so it's fine.
You,
I don't
you
need
may
her.
want to procreate with the dude, but you don't want to date the dude.
No. No. See, the thing is, as a lover of that movie, I don't really want to date the dude either. And I mean,
I certainly wouldn't.
Would you date Maud?
Maud, I don't know. I mean, Maud could hurt me, and that would be fine.
I'm okay with that.
I don't know. There's a lot to. Okay, hello, cat. That's a lot to get into. But no, she's tremendous.
Yeah, she's a good character.
Oh.
I liked her.
What?
I think a green flag movie is Contact.
I love that movie.
Yeah.
What about
So.
Joe versus the volcano?
That's a green flag.
I haven't watched it. Like, you talked about it, but
That's the best flag.
yeah. I know that you two are excited about it.
I like that movie a lot.
I think it was Eric,
That's
right?
Eric's
Oh,
favorite.
it was- okay.
Yeah, that's
I watch it once a month. No.
That's like me with Contact. I'm like, which part do you want to know? I'll quote it for you.
Good movie.
I
Very
should
good.
yeah.
watch Contact again. I haven't watched that since I was a kid.
I just love her character, and how infatuated with her Matthew McConaughey is, but like not in this possessive, like she's a prize sort of way. And that she's like really sexually liberal, especially in the book.
Not read the book.
Yeah, the book is phenomenal. There's like a race to deactivate all the nuclear weapons once they get the message from outer space, because they're like wanting peace, so that they're, Yeah. Carl Sagan is. I like a lot of Carl Sagan stuff.
Have you seen his Cosmos?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's still pretty relevant.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that stuff. I like watch it pretty frequent.
Billions and billions of star stuff. I love that. That's the best line.
Yeah.
Star stuff.
When he's like sitting on this beautiful beach and like the color scheme of his jacket with the background, and then he like blows this dandelion and it like meshes into stars in the cosmos. And this was done when? Like in the 80s?
80s.
And like
Early 80s, I think.
they picked up really crisp sound, and it's like windy outside. And they had like technology from the 80s. And I'm just like, how?
Not just technology from the 80s, but PBS technology from the 80s. So keep that in mind.
Yeah. If I could find a Voyager shirt, I would
yeah.
get one. It'd be super fun.
Ooh.
But I said that out loud, and I was like, Voyager Star Trek? No, Voyager like Carl Sagan.
Yeah, 1980. So yeah, 70s technology.
Yeah.
Wow. Like, wow. I'm really blown away by the first Cosmos, and I'm not blown away by the second Cosmos.
It's not as good, nowhere near. Well, it's not as mind-blowing.
Yeah, like it's good content.
Yeah.
But I feel like what is available to us now, as far as technology, like it could have been like what, and it was just very, very basic. What is this word?
Did you ever watch? I think it was James Burke, and does a show called Connections.
Mm-mm.
I'm about 80% sure that's what it was called, and that's the guy. But it'll do something like, they'll start off with one weird thing, like people dying from poorly canned food in the French Revolution, and then trace that all the way the hell through to how that became a completely different thing, like a barometer. And he goes through all these steps of how that happens, and it's super cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like a butterfly effect, kind of.
Yeah, it's really neat. I'm pretty sure it's Connections.
I don't know what you mean. I think I had like the VHS tapes of those.
10-episode documentary series and 1978 book. James Burke. Yeah. Oh God, he's so 70s. He's got the big lapels. And, he's very 70s.
Oh yes, I've seen those.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We had the VHS.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Those were fun.
Those were good.
Nice.
I have the they're DVDs of the guy who did Body World.
Okay.
And he's doing actually live autopsies.
Wow.
I saw one of those on PBS, and I don't want to see that again. But
No.
yeah, it was fun.
Actually, very cool.
It was, but it was also just like,
Oh, gross.
I know I'm made of meat. I don't need to be reminded of it. It's gross.
Yeah, autopsies and cadavers can be difficult depending on, I got to go see some for my anatomy class when I was in massage school, and I was like intrigued and excited, and I was also like faint.
Yeah, it's really hard.
Yeah. Especially in Salt Lake City, we went to like a really, really good anatomy lab, and they were like showing cadavers that were very well preserved, and it looked very, very like alive, and that made it a lot harder for me.
It is. Like, I've been to one of those, the body shows where they do the plasticization, and they,
That's
and
free.
yeah, it's disturbing because it's like, that was a person.
But
That person had a name.
It looks stunning.
Yeah.
It does.
And it's like tremendously educational.
Yeah.
Going to the bodies exhibit was
okay if there was like, this is going to sound weird, but if there was like a plaque at the bottom, said their name, and it said a statement from them, like, I'm doing this on my own free will. I know it's gruesome, but I hope you enjoy, or something.
It would be impossible for them to do that.
I would like that.
It's too bad we don't have Hannah here. She's actually very knowledgeable about the business behind those cadavers and a lot of really sketchy stuff. I think in Asia, like of the business of where those come from.
Yeah.
I have heard. Yeah, that's
Also heard that.
interesting. That would be interesting to hear more from Hannah if she felt like sharing.
Oh, she'll share. Yeah, she shares.
You're like, oh,
sometimes.
she will.
It's like something that she advocates for, and she's really passionate about. Because you're right, Charlotte. Like, that would be a great, and I'm sure there's people that like would willingly do that, but that's such a big business, and perhaps there's not enough. You know what I mean? Or I would
The
do that.
consent needs to be there.
Bitcoin, would you do it?
Yeah.
Billy? Bitcoin would do it.
No.
Does Bitcoin want to be plasticized?
Plasticized. He's all.
That's something that people do. They like taxidermy their animals after they pass.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
No.
They also freeze dry them, which is the one that boggles my mind. But yeah.
couldn't. I don't. It's not. I just couldn't just see. It's like, oh, there you are, still there on the shelf, aren't you? No, no. No.
Not into it. In the consultation, they're like, "What posture would you like?"
It's like, what do people that get their pets taxidermied, do they have them on a shelf, or how do they how I want to get into the mind of one of these people
next to their best sitting chair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Able to still pet their head.
Yeah, that's.
I'd make one into a table, a side table next to the couch. Put a piece of glass on it.
Ah, yes, faithful creature. You have served me for many years, and now you will continue to serve me in death. Please, hold my beverage. Thank you.
Hold my Gaiwan.
Nope. Chuck Testa.
No, thanks.
I'm expecting to see your animal tea table at some point.
Yeah, sketch it out.
Ooh, there we go.
I mean, I guess I could situate Bitcoin out on the front porch, where he usually likes to sit in the mornings, and just happen all the time. So then all my neighbors are constantly questioning, is the dog okay?
By the third time they look over, they're gonna be like, okay, wait, is this dog going anywhere? From what?
He's super chill.
You got a dog in your stream. This is the best possible thing to have in a stream. So.
At least you turned into a dog.
I did.
Bitcoin.
Uh-oh. He's getting mad.
Bitcoin.
Oh, snap.
Uh-oh. No chicharrones here.
He heard that Doge was getting value.
Yeah, or Shiba, he's got a complex with the Shiba thing because everybody always confuses him for Doge. Oh, is it Doge? No, it's a Bitcoin. And it's Doge is a Shiba anyway. He's a fucking Chihuahua. Yeah. But my parents' dog, who he's close with, they live together sometimes when I'm traveling. She is a Chihuahua Shiba. So that even adds even more to Bitcoin's complex.
Is that a Chiba? Is that what that is?
A Chiba? Yeah.
Chiba.
What does that mean? That means something, right? Chiba?
It does mean something.
I think it does.
Like cannabis or something like that? Or?
Uh-huh.
He's back.
Definitely not a cannabis dog. No chill at all.
I don't give anything to my pets like this, so I think that's really weird that people do that.
We got some CBD treats for the dogs. And,
that's okay, because I don't know if CBD does anything. I don't think anybody knows, so that seems okay.
Yeah, no,
does it help your dog?
Animals?
Yeah, it does.
It doesn't get you high.
No, CBD is the not getting high part. It's the THC that gets you high.
Yeah.
And CBD has all these claims, but none of them have been vigorously tested. So if it works for you, it works for you. Great.
Yeah,
but
it doesn't work for my parents' dog. She was jumping off the walls crazy, but he immediately right after he bites it, he's out, sleeping.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Neat.
So I took him on a plane ride, and I just had those treats for him to calm him down because.
Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah, he's not usually anxious, but I'd never taken him on a plane before, so I wanted to ensure that we didn't have an episode.
It's very stressful for a pet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
He looks happy thinking about it right now.
Yeah, he's hot.
Or
right
he's
now.
hot. But is it 100 there today?
Maybe. It feels like that. It's only 98.
It's 100 degrees out there? What is wrong with you people?
One of my friends in Vegas posted their car thermometer, which is hotter than the actual temperature, but it was 107.
It's 62 up here.
My apartment is 61. I don't have the air on. I don't even have the fan on.
Yes, it's very pleasant.
Here.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. It's 90 here.
Gosh.
It's 90 90.
Hey, you know, as long as you're happy with it, then you know it's fine.
I'm not though.
Oh,
Yeah. 90's
But you-
okay, but like once it gets more than that is when I'm just like, I can't go out during the day. I have to be nocturnal.
Yeah, I go for walks. If I go for a walk in the summer, it's like right in dawn.
Yeah.
The park is closed at night.
Yeah, when I was in Vegas and there'd be those like 3-week stretches of like 113, 115, and like at night it just never cooled down because of all the asphalt and city. It was like, and I was always working the World Series of Poker because it fell during that time. So I'm going into these like really cold casinos, and then going outside and it's really, really hot. And yeah, that was always kind of miserable. Like June, July was pretty hard.
Wait, I mean, forgive me. Remember, I barely knew you before you dragged me into this whole tea thing. And
Kicking
here
and
I am,
screaming, I dragged you.
still getting my bearings. I mean, World Series of Poker. What? You had to be there? What? I don't know anything about you.
At the World Series of Poker, they offer massage therapy while you're playing in these like 12-hour tournaments. So I would walk around convention halls.
Connected. Okay, I understand. Okay,
Yeah.
got it. Wow.
Be like massage with my pillow that said massage, and it was like a white shirt with black text that said professional massage therapist.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was like you could go there and as a massage therapist and make enough money to like buy a car in 6 weeks.
Oh, I can imagine. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So
Did anyone ask you for like a professional massage therapist license to prove you were a professional massage therapist?
well, the company that employed me did, absolutely. I was an independent contractor.
Okay, no, I believe that.
We had to wear them on our hip.
Anybody could buy a T-shirt. Now I'm thinking just like I should get a T-shirt.
I don't.
Let me touch you. I'm a professional.
At a venue like that, I don't know if they would just let you in.
No, yeah, it was very highly regulated, and we had to wear our credentials visibly for the massage board to see and any of our clientele. We had timers, so when we were working, we had to like have the timer on.
This is
yeah,
professional
it was
gambling.
pretty
You don't leave anything to chance.
Excellent.
Intense.
But when I first started it like wasn't as regulated. Like we didn't have timers. We always had to wear our licensure, and there was only like there were under 100 therapists when I started in like 2008. And like now today, prior like 2019, there were like over 200 therapists.
Wow.
So it became increasingly, I don't know, saturated and
competitive. Yeah.
There were like iPads where like on your app you could like schedule a session and it would go to the company and then we would get a message and we could go do that massage, and yeah, it got real tech.
Cool.
Yeah. So
is that a good thing to go real tech?
I didn't like it, but
Me either.
and it's not like, oh, I fear change and tech is bad, but it was just like it's already so oversaturated and I'm not making money, and like part of that was because I didn't have like regular clientele, like that was on me, you know. But it was also like there were a lot of therapists there that were not super skilled, and it's like reflected on everybody.
It makes all of you look bad. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it was really interesting, and I think at some point I'd like to write about my experiences because it was a lot of layers.
There's a hook there. I mean, you mentioned it, and it was just like that's very attention grabbing. Like, oh yeah, I was a massage therapist, and World Series of Poker was happening, and guess what?
You're like, what?
It was wild.
I used to get like real sleep deprived by like week 5, you know, because I'm trying to work like 12 hours a day and just like get as much money as I can, and then like there's all this weird stuff happening all the time, and I'm just like making really funny jokes in my head, but like not articulating them, and like I was the funniest person in the world. That's how I felt during that week.
Oh, I'm gonna connect some dots here. Okay, so Charlotte, you're Silicon Valley, right? What before the end times and all of us were working at home?
Wait, these end times or the next end times?
the current wave of end times.
Okay, the current end times. Right.
But before that, back when we went into offices and things, it was my understanding that
before we became mole people, yes.
Yes, and this was even before, like even all the way out in Pittsburgh, right? Just office environments. It was my understanding that that there would be lots of perks of working in like appealing to people of like, come and work at our Silicon Valley office. We have snacks, we have like childcare, and I'm assuming massage therapy was probably one of those things that were offered. Like, do you have any insight into like what the industry is like out there?
No, we have to. I think they're subsidized. We still have to pay for them, but it's usually just like a chair massage. There is an actual massage therapy like thing in the medical building. We have like a little medical building. A lot of companies do now. They just like they contract it out. These people come in. They're really good, and they can do basic medical care and massage therapy and physical therapy, and it's a super common benefit. And we have massage therapists that you can schedule.
The connection I'm drawing is a lot of sweaty nerds, a lot of people sitting in chairs a long time. It's not great on your back. That's kind of where I'm going with it. Is like it's just curious. It's just curiosity. So
no, it's definitely, as someone who sits in a chair a long fucking time every day.
Well, okay, wait, hold on. I wasn't calling you a sweaty nerd, okay? Like, please, like, as long as it's clear.
I know.
Okay, good.
Well, I mean, I felt that applied to the poker as well. So.
That's true.
Yes, I know plenty of nerds who go to poker.
The conversations
if you're in Vegas,
that happen.
You're gonna be sweaty.
Yeah, you're gonna be sweaty. Yeah, the things people would say at the tables like made it. Sometimes it was like, I'm putting in my headphones, but other times I was like, this is brilliant. I would never hear a conversation like this anywhere else.
Interesting.
Yeah, all the poker players I know are very interesting people.
Yeah.
Some of them are brilliant. I don't know if they all are, but a hell of a lot of them are. And they're pretty interesting folks.
Yeah. I feel like there's a crossover there too. Like
there is, because there's a mathematical aspect to poker, and the psychological aspect. And I don't want to ever love poker. It's a great game. I know it's a great game, but it's also fucking addictive and scares the shit out of me.
It's dangerous. Yeah.
I would see people who were dating poker players, and they would come and hang out in the poker room and just get a chair and like read a book. And I was always like, I don't ever want to be in this room unless I'm like able to make money, or like unless I was actively involved in the poker. And dating someone and just like hanging out in the poker room was just not appealing to me personally. But a lot of people were into it.
Do you like this, Elise? Like we bounce from hot topic to hot topic, like we've talked about. Basically every of the deadly sins. So now we're on gambling, right? This is just what the stream has become.
I don't know. I haven't had such a positive experience with poker players as you all have. Well, because when I used to Uber drive, I drive some. I do have one friend who's a professional poker player, and he's pretty cool. But even there's certain like personality traits of him that like I couldn't be his like close friend, but there's a couple, and one of them was actually like he won the World Series, maybe.
Cool. Andre? No.
Like a long time ago, like 15, 20 years ago, he won, and he's a complete asshole. Asshole.
There's a lot of complete assholes.
Oh yeah,
that is true.
Because there's kind of like this like what they like to call like alpha kind of dominance, confidence that's required.
And they all have it. Not all of them, but a huge percentage of them.
But don't get me wrong, I've like met very similar assholes in the cryptocurrency space and in the technology world as well. So
that's the same thing, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I
day trading and everything. It's just
clarify.
Just a different type of gambling.
I didn't say poker players are cool or good people. I said interesting. Very interesting.
I never said I supported them.
I do know some that I like. Yes.
Sure.
It definitely is it veers towards more extreme personality types.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it. Extreme personality type. So even the one that is my friend and that I do get along with and I do think is a good person, has like an extreme personality type, like very detail oriented and kind of ask too much of your attention.
Yeah.
I used to work in a room that was a high limit room, and there was like a $10,000 buy-in just to be playing in that room.
Yeah.
And it was full of like, important people. And when they were filming the Bourne movie,
Mhm.
Elise, were you an extra in that?
No.
No? Okay, because like Chen and Farron and a bunch of people were. But they were filming it at Aria where I worked, and Matt Damon and Tobey Maguire were like, Tobey Maguire, is that Spider-Man?
Yeah.
That one's Spider-Man, yeah.
Yeah, they were hanging out in that room a lot, and then Chris Hart was in there a lot. And this was just like every day I'd come to work and these people would be like walking through the poker room and there'd be like fans at the door trying to like take pictures, and then they would call me in there and I'd be like, I got to go into this room now and listen to people talk about nightclubs that they own and like all sorts of weird things. So it was interesting.
It's a different world.
Did you get to touch Matt Damon's muscles?
I did not get to work with Matt Damon. I did get to work with Ray Romano's older brother. What's his name? Brad Garrett.
Oh.
Brad Garrett came in all the time. So.
Oh yeah, he's got a comedy.
But it's a good thing that you didn't work with Matt Damon.
Why?
Why?
Well, I mean, that'd be like the pinnacle. You couldn't go higher, you know?
Oh, I see. He seems like a nice guy.
Or maybe it's the very low point.
I think
the best
I feel like I
person
did.
is the worst.
I feel like I did get to work with Tobey Maguire, and he was just like real low key and like normal, and that was like nice.
I'm gonna have to ask you more questions later.
I have a whole interesting chapter. I feel like I'm recovering from that like decade still.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow up with you. We're gonna. I got some. I need some answers. I think.
I think one of my favorite people I ever worked with was this person who was traveling across the Southwest and had like just lost his father. And after I worked on him for 10 minutes, he just like opened up to me and was like, I've been in a really hard place, and like this massage was just really, really nice, and I feel real connected right now. And he just like emoted some really authentic things to me and commented on how, his body felt better, and moments like that were my favorite.
Wow, that's really cool.
Where you get a real connection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like one guy stopped me just dead in the casino and was like, what are you doing here? You belong in some like mountain place, like meditating. And I was like, how do you know me so well? Just in like 2 words of interaction, So.
Yeah, I'd say that's like the most rewarding in tea service as well.
The connection.
Yeah, when you like change someone's life, essentially, you make them see a perspective that had it not been for the experience that you had together, they would never have been able to see.
That hasn't happened to me yet.
You haven't changed somebody's life, or you don't change other people's, or someone hasn't changed your life, or
No. I've had my life changed with certain experiences, but I don't think they were initiated it for other people.
I think I'm with you. I think I'm with Eric on that. I don't know how much life changing I've personally done, and it's kind of making me wonder about like my own purpose in life. Like maybe I should be out there.
Sometimes you don't get to see it though, because like you just someone's having a real bad day and you just like smile at them on the street, or like the way that you're always attention to detail and like offering freely, like that may have changed someone's life and you just don't know about it.
You're talking about me? I do that.
Yeah, you.
Oh, I guess I do.
Eric, I don't know well enough to.
No.
He's all, no, I haven't done nothing for anybody.
I'm sure Eric has done that.
No, I believe it too. Yeah, I'm also addressing Eric with that. I just don't know him as well.
I would say, Eric, perhaps the way that you influence people is not as welcoming for the feedback of that. So meaning that like maybe people don't feel comfortable sharing with you that you changed their life. But like I'll give an example. Like the first time that we met in person, I didn't know you very well. We just like knew each other from the internet, and I'd sold you some tea, but then we met in person and you were super vulnerable. You like shared some really deep, vulnerable things about you in your life.
I overshare.
That's powerful. You know what I mean? That's super powerful. And so with that though is if someone's just meeting you and then you show this like raw vulnerability, you know, that person, like it influences people, and it may not like influence them right there where they see it right there, but like it gives a lot of power to them to be like, oh, this guy was like super vulnerable with me and shared something that I would probably want to put in a closet and lock away somewhere. And it's like, no, that's not how it should be. And it's not like, you know, you give someone a massage and it's a very visceral experience where they could directly communicate, oh, wow, I needed this. You know,
my shoulders feel better or whatever.
Yeah, what you do for people, Eric, is something very like it's very deep, and perhaps people don't communicate about it directly to you. Like what it's taken me years to tell you that story, but like I think there's a lot of power and influence in the vulnerability that you share. Sometimes you don't share it, and that's fine. It's your consent, you know, to decide if you want to share it or not. But yeah, there's power in that.
I just hope when I share, I don't make people uncomfortable. Which I probably do.
That's okay. That's okay too. That's part of the power.
Yeah.
That's part of the power is that like people feel uncomfortable, and because they're uncomfortable, maybe that's why they share with you. They haven't processed it, and that's why they don't share with you. Oh, yeah, you really inspired me. It may not be until they get over that discomfort and realize, you know, like being uncomfortable is fine. This is life.
Yeah, sometimes when we're put in positions where we have to ask ourselves interesting questions, or I don't want to say challenging questions, but just like look at things a different way. It's not always you don't always come to the conclusion in the moment, right? So it's like it feels like what Elise is trying to say also is that the experiences that people have with you, they carry them, and then they continue carrying them as they leave and go do other things, right? And then it just kind of like sticks with them, and then they're like, oh, okay, all right, and then they land on something later, and maybe, you know, hours later.
I need to go and get ready for this conversation, and I might check back later, see if you guys are still here. This has been nice, though, and yeah,
hey,
I'll see you soon.
Good luck.
Say bye to Charlotte for me.
All right, we will.
That is a hot cup. Oof. With heat, not sexually.
It could be.
Well, I like it. It's what a rooster.
Mary Cotterman's been making some pretty hot cups. She makes her teacups in the form of like a nude female body.
There's some pretty erotic teapots too. If you go on Alibaba, they go pretty wild. But how? Yeah, that Sri Lankan tea. Ooh, too like herbally spicy for me. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, I understand that.
Yeah.
It's not the.
It's more like a chai than a black tea.
What's the difference between chai and black tea?
Well, I mean like you know, like a mixed spicy chai.
Masala chai, okay.
Masala chai, that's the word I was looking for. But I haven't had one of those in ages, so I can't really tell.
Charlotte, Kayla wanted us to say goodbye for her.
I heard her. I was listening.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
See, she tells me that I have attention to detail, but I think she does too, right?
I feel like I don't have any attention to detail.
I feel like you don't?
I feel like I skip things all the time. You know what I mean?
I would agree with you on that. But I do the same thing too. I don't think, you know, it's a good or a bad thing.
Yeah. It's a different thing.
Yeah, I'm terrible with details.
I feel like I'm someone described this in a really great way. Like missing the it's like seeing missing the forest for the trees, or seeing the forest for the trees, or however you want to phrase that. Basically, I see trees and where other people see forests, and I can't I can see details, but I can't see the big picture. And it's like kind of like where my strengths and weaknesses kind of lie. Is like I'm better at one than the other. And I thought that was
That's a good analogy.
interesting, because some people get really good at seeing the big picture, but like they're not detail oriented. But I would need someone on my team that's big picture oriented, because otherwise I'm going to be like, oh, we can do this little thing this way, we can adjust this little thing over here that way, and then be like, Daniel, no, step back. What are we trying to accomplish here?
Yeah.
What is the right?
Yeah, I'm the opposite. I'm all about the forest and not the trees. Like almost to like a psychopathic level.
No, that's important though. It's really important. We need big picture people.
And psychopathic doesn't always have to mean like bad.
No.
A bad connotation. But it's like if you can like, because a lot of times the reason why people focus on details is there's a little bit of like an emotion involved in that. It's like it's one single person or one single tree, and you get like emotionally involved in that, and then that's what makes it easy to lose focus of everything else. For me, it's really, really, really easy to detach from that emotion to one specific thing. I'm constantly attached to the bigger picture.
Yeah. And I think this has maybe come through in some of the things you've shared with me, without going into too much detail. Some of the what was it with the milk tea?
Yeah, exactly.
If you remember that, like that was very much, you were like big picture, like no, like look at everything that's happening here.
Yeah.
And it was not an over. I don't want to call it an oversight, but like just like these little details were like, I mean, they just weren't as important because of the big picture, right? Like and that's, you know how that went.
Yeah. I end up hurting people a lot.
Wow. I mean, yeah, but I wasn't gonna say that. So.
Yeah, no, but it's true. But where
Right.
I differ from most like violent psychopaths is that like if it's brought to my attention, because in the bigger picture, caring for that one person's feelings helps. You know what I mean? And so that's why I end up investing the time into resolving and evolving and but it's all for the goal of the bigger picture at the end of the day. Yeah.
Wow, good talks, everybody. Man.
Yeah.
Just listening.
I have a friend that used to work for the government.
Yeah.
And had said that like for that particular position, they specifically seek out people like that, which are categorically like
I'm sure.
But like good ones that have like good intentions and are like working for the good. And so like there's like a series of questions that can be asked in an interview to like find out those, somebody who thinks that way. And one of the questions that he had asked me was like if you see like an accident happen and it's like a stranger that it happens to, like is your first response to go like run and go up on them to help them, or like what's your first response? And I don't do that. Even when I was a lifeguard, I didn't do that.
You probably need that as a lifeguard.
Yeah, so maybe I wasn't a good lifeguard. I always had like this complex that I wasn't a good lifeguard, but actually it's good, because it's important to not like immediately get emotionally involved in something like that, because in most cases it causes more harm than good.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like if you just like go rush on someone and don't like think first, don't like really just like detach yourself from that
okay.
emotional urgency.
I retract my statement then. I think.
But also could be bad too. You know, like if you're a total psychopath and you just don't give a shit, period, then that's not good. I mean, I do give a shit. It's just like my emotional response when something happens is not to go rush them. My emotional response is to like see the whole situation and make the best decision before like. And some people think that that's bad. They're like, no, you should be caring. You should just like be emotional, and it's okay to be emotional about it. And I just like, I don't think that that's a good thing to do because if it's like a spinal injury or something and you rush them, like you can actually cause more damage.
Yeah, and that's kind of why I'm retracting my statement. I mean, you don't know this, like being able to look at a situation and there's a middle ground. There has to be, right? There has to be some kind of space in between where you're quick to act but also quick to think, right?
Yes, yeah.
And you figure out like what that is, because if you spend too much time deliberating and waffling, then the person with the spine injuries, that's no good. But if you move them too quickly, well, they've got a spine injury, and that's not good either.
Yeah.
So.
And then they get swarmed with like 20 people. That's another problem too. And so I don't want to contribute to that like swarm. And someone has to call police. So I remember when I was a lifeguard, they were like, that's the one thing that happens is that like, if an emergency happens, everybody is too fixated and emotional about in that moment that they forget to call 911 or they forget to tell someone to call 911. So that's always the first thing that you do is like specifically look someone in the eye, get their agreement that they're going to call 911 before you go take care of something, or else that will be forgotten about. But then he asked, well, what if it was Bitcoin?
Ooh.
And that's a different thing. In that case, because it's my responsibility, then I do, it's an immediate emotional reaction. Regardless, of what the consequences are, because it's my responsibility. Because in most cases, I think about that too. It's like, I mean, I guess unless you're a lifeguard, but like if I was just like a stranger, like I was at a hot spring and someone fell pretty badly down some slippery stairs, and lots of people saw it. I saw it, and all the people that saw it like rushed him, and I felt like telling people, hey, don't rush him. Like everybody was like super like emotional and wanted to go rush him, and he ended up being fine. I'm pretty sure he wasn't. He probably went home, and he's probably still sore to this day. But I mean, if anything, he was embarrassed. He was super embarrassed that everybody was like rushing him, and but like if it's I always assume that like there's somebody responsible for them, or there's a designated person to be responsible. And if I look around and realize that I'm that person, then hell yeah, I'll rush up and do what I need to do. But like I'm not going to automatically assume that position whenever I see something happen.
Yeah.
I don't know. So that makes me
No, I mean, there's something there, and I'll give you one more thing to chew on before I have to go because it's almost 8. But you mentioned before if it was like, how would you react differently if it was Bitcoin? And the question that I want to ask, I'm going to ask it. So what if it's your business? Something that you care so deeply about, and you feel like, I don't know, whatever the version of that is.
Like an inanimate thing?
Or just like if something is threatening, not threatening, God, that's such a loaded word, affecting the relationships that you have, the network that you've built, like just everything that you've built, right? And then just think about like how do you react to that in the moment?
Probably the same way. Like I don't like to haste to make decisions in haste. Yeah, because then you make mistakes.
It's not so. I'm putting you on the spot, but it's not really something I want an answer from. It was just something to like just kind of think about. Just like how do I react to when the things that I care about are when things happen to what I care about them, a lot.
Yeah, I like to keep calm on that thing.
Yeah.
If it's like a living, breathing thing that's like attached to me that I'm directly responsible for. I think
Yeah.
that's the only situation where I would
Interesting.
have like a direct emotional rush up on it response. But everything else, I remain pretty calm.
Cool under pressure.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, supposedly that makes you a psychopath. That's what my friend told me.
I don't know about that. I think it makes you cool.
It's not a bad thing. It's just like it's just something to be aware of, and that like it may cause issues in your relationships or in people's perception of you because that's not like a socially popular type of personality trait.
Right.
But you know, sometimes we need our leaders to be that way, to not be like emotionally too hastily emotionally involved in things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hey, it was always fun.
Yeah, it is.
Just hanging
3
with
hours.
you. 3 hours. Wow.
Yeah, I've been here since 5, and I never know how long I'm gonna hang out, and then I always find myself hanging out and like looking at the time and being like, wow, it's so much later than I. But that just tells me I'm with good people, right? So.
It's fun.
Thanks for hosting every week. I might try to sneak in one of the other days a week now that everybody knows me and I've kind of made a little place for myself.
You're a figure of the community now.
Awesome. I'm gonna go walk Calvin and try to look forward to Friday. Bye everybody.
Bye.
Eric, what do you think about that? Like, if you see an accident, like, what is your first response?
Yeah, stand back first.
Yeah.
I don't tend to rush towards people.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's because I just am apathetic to the situation or if it's just I'm trying to assess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm super zoned out right now. This tea is too good.
The OP1, you're liking it now?
No. This is a Sajak, Korean Sajak.
Oh, okay.
I steeped it particularly well today.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's so good. It's one of those teas where you like focus. You focus on your breath out. Just inadvertently, it's just like every breath is like a sigh.
That's nice. Yeah, focusing on your breath is so good.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm not focused. It's just I'm aware of the breath. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's your soul.
My soul.
Yeah, it's your soul.
I'm losing my soul.
You're losing it, but you're also like contributing it, and then like.
No. My physical soul. My soles on my shoes are actually coming off. Which is in fact true. They are coming off, unfortunately.
Are you gonna get new shoes, or are you going to replace the soles?
I'm gonna try to replace it, or fix them, but I don't know of any cobblers in St. Louis. None.
Mm-hmm.
I have to look more, and I don't think there's any.
Yeah, apple cobbler, blueberry cobbler, none of those are popular there. It's all the gooey buttery cake that's popular.
Ha ha ha. Ha.
Charlotte, do you know St. Louis cuisine?
No, I don't. I know, I've never been.
It's a thing.
Mm-hmm.
St. Louis has got a lot of like unique cultural things that are just St. Louis. And gooey buttery cake is one of those things.
Oh.
Yeah.
Very sweet, very sugary. It's very gooey as well.
Gooey, that's from the butter, because they like doubled or tripled the butter in the recipe.
Something like that, yeah.
Wow.
Or no, they lowered the flour or something like that. So basically, you double everything else, but something. I don't know what it is.
But it's popular there.
That's cool.
It's a thing. No.
But I mean, the best is the toasted ravioli. I love toasted ravioli.
How is that different than regular ravioli?
It's
toasted,
baked and breaded. Oh, it's finger food too. Yeah, it's baked and breaded.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Breaded, yeah. Oh, it's so good.
Crispy.
It's breaded bread with shit in it. That is fantastic.
Most of them, yeah. Well, meat. A lot of them have pork in St. Louis.
Oh, you should be making them Pop-Tarts, like, because that's perfect. Just
Sounds
like
horrible.
a fruit filling.
Pop-Tarts.
Oh, yeah, fruit filling with bread. Like that's Pop-Tarts or ravioli. The internet has had this discussion.
Don't ruin it for me. Pop-Tarts are just they don't agree with me, flavor-wise or stomach-wise.
Anybody over the age of 12 that still really likes Pop-Tarts, your taste buds are they're wrong. I'm sorry. I do eat them, but I know they're gross. But I eat it for nostalgia because I'm like,
Oh yeah.
But they are gross. Totally gross.
They are.
Yeah, I don't think I ever really liked Pop-Tarts, even when I was a kid.
No, neither did
I did like the toaster strudels. Those were good.
Those were good,
Yeah.
but I liked Pop-Tarts. I definitely did.
The only one that I would eat would be the maple brown sugar one, but outside of that, I didn't do Pop-Tarts. I wasn't interested.
Yeah, it was the brown sugar ones I liked. Cinnamon brown sugar?
Is it
I think. I don't know.
sugar?
Brown sugar.
I don't know. Brown sugar something.
Brown sugar.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, they were brown.
But now they make pretzel ones, which are actually pretty good. So
They are?
Do they have like
Interesting.
savory in them, or?
no, they have it's like a soft pretzel. It's the same malt flavor as a soft pretzel with the salt on it, and then they put like a caramel filling in it.
That sounds really good, actually.
It is.
I might have to pop off to the grocery store.
Don't get yourself
I-
sick.
yeah.
Don't hurt
No,
yourself with
no,
those.
no.
Those are. I should
bet.
eat them.
No, don't.
Nobody should eat them. No. I might have to pop off too because I'm getting too zoned out.
Yeah.
Too
Okay.
calm is really the word.
That's good. Hey, yeah, go sit down and calm out. Do some breathing.
Watch some Joe versus the volcano.
That'll be perfect
Yeah.
for you, and then you can take a good sleep. Sounds like a lovely night.
I didn't get sleep last night. No, I didn't get good sleep. So
Tonight is the night. Tonight is
yeah,
the night.
yeah. All right.
Okay, well, I think
Okay,
I'm
Eric.
gonna go too.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay.
We're
I'm
gonna
outta
walk
here then.
out,
It was
don't I?
good to see you. Hopefully, we'll see you again soon. Oh,
Okay, bye.
it's sneezing. Bye. All right. Who's here? Anybody here? Got a couple people on Twitch. Today has been chill on Biddy Boy. It's been a chill day. I shouldn't say chill. On Bitcoin, it's pretty warm. Not that chill. Well, let's see if any friends are on. We can go say hello. Pop in and say hello. Oh, let's go say hi to Say. He hung out with us the other day while I was gaming. Such a nice guy. He plays beautiful music. I'm still dancing, that's